I took a course, an online course, and the instructor was a novelist, and she said to me, she approached me after the course and said, I think you have something really sellable. I think you really should finish it. And if you finish it, I'd like to introduce you to my agent. So I finished it, and I don't know if I would have finished it if she hadn't have said that to me. So I finished the manuscript. I worked really hard at it, and I emailed her. I mean, it was almost a year later, and I said, I don't know if you remember saying this to me, but you mentioned introducing me to your agent. She said, yes, absolutely. So she sent this email introduction. Meanwhile, I check her agent's website, Marley Rusoff, who's amazing, and it's like this really like, we are not accepting new clients, please don't send unsolicited work. And I'm like, okay, nothing's gonna happen. And Marley even replied, well, we don't take on new authors anymore, but Erica's recommendation, her name's Erica Mailman, the one who recommended me, and she said, Erica's recommendation means a lot, so I'll take a look. Just send me a full, and I'll no promises, I'll try to take a look. And so she got back to me within hours.
Wow.
She said, I'm falling in love with these characters. Please don't talk to anyone else until I finish. So I said, okay, I don't know anyone else. I don't know who to contact. I'm all yours. So she took me on and sold it very quickly.
Wow.
Very quickly. So it was, the opposite of almost everyone's story. I had my big failure next, but my first outing was just shockingly, right place at the right time, the right topic at the right time,
Right.
met the right people, and it all just clicked. Well, when I got my deal, it was a 2-book deal. And so they said to me, and I put everything into this first book. I didn't have a second book in me. I didn't know, I hadn't thought about it.
Right.
And so they said to me, okay, so send us whatever your second book's going to be. And I was like, second book? Like, I don't know. So I quickly came up with a few ideas for a book, another novel I thought I could write. My agent said, I think we should go with this one. I'm going to send her all 3 to the editor at Berkeley. And she said, I'll send her all 3. And she liked the same one that my agent liked. And we kind of worked it out together and went back and forth on this idea, kind of formed it together, because I really hadn't thought much about it. And we my editor convinced me to kind of do this character that I wasn't 100% comfortable with, and I knew it, but I agreed to do it anyway because I was so naive and so excited to be at the party. I didn't want to do anything to disrupt it. So I agreed, and I couldn't write it. I don't know how long I spent, 1.5 years working really, really tirelessly on it, and it wasn't very good. And I sent it to her, and she said the same thing. And I sent it to her thinking we were going to have this long editing process, this major rewrite like we did the first time. And she was like, no, you need to send it to me almost perfect. And I was like, I don't know how to make it perfect because I don't feel it.
Right.
So they threw the book. We threw the book away, ended the book deal, parted ways, and I'm now on my own writing a new book, which I'm so much happier with.
Right.
And but it was hard, it was a big loss, and that was 1 year ago. So for 1 year, I've been working on a new book just completely. But what I'm finding is that it's a lot of the themes and things from that book that I wrote are coming back, but in a way that I can do.